are you? I hope you're all doing fine. Um, okay, I'm gonna step into the new episode before saying any details about what is happening at the backstage. Okay, so today, after a request of many of the viewers, and also a request of a special person, I'm going to talk about something that it's vital for our lives, for the romantic relationships, and what kind of trouble they face nowadays. Okay, let's take it from the start. In the previous episode, I spoke about families and how families should be thriving, because families are the place where we are all brought up, right? With if we just take out a few exceptions, that's the rule. And families, they do have big problems nowadays. And one of these one of the problems that arises from the problem that families have, it's the problem of the romantic relationships. And why do I say that? Because a romantic relationship, it's usually between a man and a woman, right? This man and this woman are brought up in families, correct? But when these families do not work properly, do not behave, they're not healthy, they do not offer healthy upbringing for their children as well. So when a man and a woman, when a boy and a girl are still children within a family, they need proper guidance on how they will be later on in the society, how they will be later on, the man towards the woman, and vice versa, the woman towards the man. But if those things, they're not taught in the families, then the problem starts. The right way, the proper way should be that the boy should have as his role model the father, and the girl the mother. And that father and that mother should be doing the best they can in order to learn, to teach these children on how to learn their body and how to respect their body, as well as the person that they will encounter in the future. So what do I mean by saying that? You all understand what I mean by saying those things, but what do I mean? When a boy is at his early teenage years, at his puberty, when his body changes, the best thing, the correct thing would be for the father to sit down and talk with this boy that is ascending from the childhood to the puberty and then to the teenage years, and help him understand himself, the changes that is going through his body, the hormonal changes, and how he should be in the best way, with having confidence in his body, without feeling bad about these changes that happen, or having weird emotions about these changes that happen in his body and his hormones. And the same thing with the girls. The mother should be doing that with the girls as well, because they sound very, very simple right now that I'm talking about those things, but in reality, these things are so important, are vital for these young people, that they're ready to enter a new world for them, the world of the opposite sex relationships, how they will be in this world, how they will be in the outside of the family world. And don't get me wrong, I'm not old-fashioned, but I'm not at the other end either. I always like to have balance in my life. And I believe that if those things start in the families, if those things would happen in the families, we wouldn't have so many broken relationships. We wouldn't have so many men and women that they cannot be together in happy relationships. Nowadays, we have problems because people are scared to express their feelings. And all these things start from what I said before, from within the families. If when we are very young, when we are at the puberty years, and we do not learn how to know our body, how to respect our body, the same way that we expect others to respect us, the same way we should be respecting ourselves, and then we should be respecting others as well. So if that thing does not start from our youth, from our very young years, then it's very difficult when we grow up to have good relationships, to have sound relationships with others. And that is a big problem nowadays. I hear it everywhere. I see it everywhere. I face it in my life as well. People, they cannot be honest with themselves. They cannot say I love you to the other person that they are with. They cannot even bring that love they have inside them. Most of the times they cannot bring it out. With the result, that has as a result to not recognize love when they see it across them. And I think this is very, very vital, is crucial. If people could only understand how important it is when children are still very young in their families to be taught in a very beautiful way, in a very beautiful, with a beautiful manner, with respect from the parents to the children. It's very difficult for them later on to change in life. Not that they cannot change, of course they can. Even the most damaged and most problematic people, they can change. As long as there is will, everything can happen. But it will take a lot of strong will to do that. Everything happens if you want it. Everything happens. I'm a firm believer of that. We can move mountains if we want. We can, and we can do the impossible possible. If we want it, we create a plan. We are consistent. We have big will. We have faith in ourselves and faith in what we decide to do. Then everything can happen. That was the episode for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a small one because this is a very, very big problem, and you cannot really solve it within a couple of minutes or 10 minutes, or like it's very, very it's very consuming. You need like days and days and days and days discussing about it, and months and years sometimes, and still you cannot cover it all because it's a continuous thing. It's a continuous thing. You don't just say something and it's okay, it's done, it's over. You have to go through it again and again and work with it and again and again, and then you make it, you succeed. And what I'm trying to say is that I will make more episodes about the specific subject because it's very, very important, very touchy, and yeah, I would love to discuss about it with you again. Until next time, I send you all my love and kisses as usual.